Davis's foul and flips it
in that game, but then came back. AD on the reverse. How about that lob?
And this by Smith and the stuff on a right-handed Davis against Baines as they clear. He scores.
Pondexter, good idea. Anthony Davis on top of Zeller. Look out below. Now to pick out top for Holiday. He's got Davis on the lob. Pondexter waited a half hour. Anthony Davis comes in and throws it down. Anthony Davis rising for the win. Got it! 1.1 to play. In the third, after only 6 over the first 2 quarters of play. Take it and make it. There goes AD. Hold it down. How about a Gordon at the buzzer? Tipped home. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? It's Drew, and I'm back in another video with a big body banger 23 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and road to 7K. Now, saying today I am the build dealer on your local corner. I'm coming at y'all with this Pelicans Anthony Davis 2K23 build video. Yes, sir, this was requested, so here it is today. I had a good time with this build as always. You know what I'm saying? You know, AD Pelicans version. It was definitely a time, you know, he was playing with DeMarcus Cousins for I think it was 2 years. They were the best front court in the league in a while. They're like, even today, you don't see many front courts like that. I guess the closest thing could be like Brook Lopez and Giannis maybe. But yeah, like I haven't, you know, since then, we haven't seen 2 stars be on the front court, you know, and DeMarcus Cousins and AD on the Pelicans. And that was something special, as I was saying. But still, without further ado, let's get right into the attributes that I use for this Pelicans Anthony Davis 2K23 build video. Alright, so as you see, he's a center, right-handed, number 23. At the time he was a center, you see I made him 6'10", 253 pounds with a 7'6" wingspan and a solid body shape. You know, this is all accurate and true to AD as a player, from the height to the weight to the wingspan. As always, I try to keep my builds as accurate as possible, you know, for reliability's sake. Now, for his attributes, you see for his finishing, I put his close shot all the way up to an 80, put his driving layup all the way up to an 80 as well. Then I put his driving dunk up to an 85 to get the pro driving contact dunks. Then for his standing dunk, you want that all the way up to a 90 to get elite big man contact dunks. And then for your post control, you want to add an 85. For your mid-range shot, you want an 82. For your three-point shot, you want a 70. And then for your free throw, you want a 58. I eventually put it up, you know, later, which you'll see. Then for your playmaking, you want a 50 pass accuracy, 75 ball handling, 65 speed with ball. For your defense rebounding, you want an 80 interior defense. You want to put your perimeter defense all the way up to the great rating of a 68. You want to put your steal rating all the way up to a 75. AD at the time was averaging like 1.5 plus steals a game. I feel like he still averages around that. Then for his block, you want a 93 block, so you get gold anchor. And then you want an 80 rebounding for both offensive and defensive. For your speed, you want a 70. For your acceleration, 65. For your strength, you want a 76 to get you silver brick wall. For your vertical, you want a 75 for those contact dunks. And then your stamina, you want a 90. And as I was saying, you want a 58 free throw. But yeah, this is pretty much the build, man. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are new, and let me know what y'all would change about it, what y'all think about the build. You know, if you think it is an accurate representation of AD on the Pelicans. You see his shot blocking is very high, very versatile, can dribble, take over, I go with stuff blocks and advanced post moves. But you have access to post scoring, rebounding, shot creating, and rim protecting takeovers. So it is a pretty wide range to choose from as a center build in this game. And you see in the illustrious, beautiful shades of, I get Anthony Davis as the first option. Then I get Onyeka Okongwu and Willis Reed. You know, I think I did my job, man. You see it as an inside the arc scorer with a clear, you know, 3-point shooting abilities. When you have a 73-point rating, you know, it's pretty apparent that you can shoot threes. And then if you get boost as well, that's pretty much a 75 3. So you should be able to shoot with this build, especially in the mid range. So yeah, the inside the arc score is a little misleading. Now, as for the badge spread, it's already a pretty balanced badge spread. If you ask me, like, I wouldn't change much to it, but with those +4 badge attribute upgrades that you get for playing mycareer, I would either split them between defense and shooting or defense and finishing. It's up to you. Either that or just put all 4 toward finishing. You know, either way, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You know, there's really no worries in terms of badge spread with this build. But as for its actual play, one word is dominant. You know, like, bro was just going into the paint, you know, 85 post control and it all, you know, going against Al Horford and Rob Williams, you know, doing this thing, you know, like, it felt really smooth to play on. You know, it felt like a build that, for one, could dribble, because of course it can. It has a 75 ball handling, so that off the bat is a plus, you know, because if you need to, you could put the ball on the floor, make a quick move and get to the paint, you know, so you're not restricted in that area. And then on top of that, the contact dunks, the big man contact dunks, the elite big man contact dunks, and then the driving contact dunks. You know, it's just very athletic. You know, there's not much on the court that it can't do. And then on top of that, it has great shooting ability, whether it's from the mid-range area, from the 3-point area. You know, like, obviously his 3-point shooting would be undermined or estimated, I should say, you know, because it's only a 70. But as I was saying, you get boosted to 75, and if you get the right jump shot, you have a consistent 3-point shot at your hands. But let's talk about Pelicans AD for a little bit, as I was doing earlier. You know, as I was saying, Pelicans AD was a different beast. You know, like, for one, he, you know, wasn't dealing with as many injuries as now. Granted, he still plays through his injuries. You know, the AD always damage labels a little bit unfair, because he does play through the majority of his injuries if he can, you know, but especially back then, he was definitely a workhorse, a motor, you know, still is, you know, like, you could see the all-star, all-NBA potential when he was on the Pelicans, and then you can still see it to this day for him being MVP candidate, especially last year. If he played more games, he would have been an MVP candidate, you know, which is unfortunate. But point is, bro is an all-time talent, you know, and it can't go overlooked the things that he's done for this game at the power forward position, or center position at that. You know, there's not a lot of people like him that play intense defense and then play intense offense as well. You know, he's kind of lost his 3-point shot a little bit, but hopefully he gets that back. But that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 7. Yeah, we're on the road to 7K, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what build y'all want, and I'll eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.